up?
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Champion Youth Podcast.
Yes.
You have your hosts here, Emet and Kevin. Emet, say something to the people for me.
Guys, clearly we are not Jake and Ange, surprisingly. If you didn't tell, maybe get that checked out. I don't know.
We have gotten so many DMs asking for
Literally.
us to be on the podcast. And it's just been so overwhelming that we're like, you know what? Ange, Jake, take the week off.
Yeah.
Actually, they're behind. They're right here.
They're right behind the camera, guys.
Quick shout out to Ange and Jacob.
It was kind of a rough start, to be honest.
Ange did mess up already. I'm going to be honest.
We're not even a minute in, and she did
not
mess
even
up
a minute in.
Okay. Just a heads up. But yeah, she pressed play, luckily. Otherwise, we would have just
we
been
do
not doing this
have
right
a full house
now.
today in the white room. We have Avery. Avery, do you have anything to say to the people?
She said revive.
Well, this is Monday.
It was good.
We had a great revive.
It was
Sunday.
pretty good, to be honest.
I'm prophesying it.
Thanks
right
for that
now.
one, Avery.
We had a great Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Kevin, Andrea told me today she told me it was National Gummy Worm Day. Like,
It's true.
she said, so, I mean, do you have, like, favorite gummy worms? Do you have, like, sour?
I'm going to be
regular?
honest with you. Gummy worms are good.
Uh-huh.
But, like, they're not my go-to.
Oh.
Like,
And just devastated.
Like, my kind of candy is, like, a chocolate.
That's
I like
fair.
chocolate.
I can agree with that one.
Like a Reese's,
True.
like a Hershey Kisses,
True.
like the Dove. Ooh,
Dove?
No, you know what's my favorite candy? I don't know if you guys, when Jake went to Vallejo, you went to Vallejo, Avery went to Vallejo. I went to a public school.
Okay. So?
Well, I'm saying, like, I don't know if you guys did this, but we did where you had to do fundraisers to go, like, on a school trip or something like that, and they would provide us, like, chocolate boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there were these white boxes. Yeah, you had to sell them, and there was, like, a little portable box or whatever. And those candies smacked. Like, those chocolate bars smacked. Like, they had the caramel ones, like, in the middle. They had, like, a crunchy nut one. It was, like, it was just, like, so good.
Yeah.
Jake, I probably sold one to Jake. I'm gonna be honest. Like,
Yeah, okay, just because we went to Vallejo does not mean we were, like, out there. I mean, like...
well, that's what I'm saying. You weren't out there.
Oh, jeez.
Like, am I wrong, Avery? Am I wrong?
No. Yeah, like,
When did you go to public school?
Like, see,
That's not
she's
even
been there.
public school, though.
I did sell those chocolate bars.
So, I mean, Avery said she sold them. I don't know about that one, though. Like, did she actually sell them, though, or did she just eat them all? I feel like she just ate
Oh,
them.
what do they look like?
What do they look like? No, white wrapper.
That
I don't know
literally
about
could
that.
be any chocolate bar.
Yeah, literally, you think of like a Willy Wonka bar right now. Like, that was not what you're selling.
Anyways, back to the point. Like, yeah, gummy worms are okay. I like the red and blue ones.
The red and blue, like,
The other
like
flavors are-
specifically red and blue ones.
What other, like, yeah, the other ones are
Okay,
not as good. I
jeez.
think. Like, I don't even know what the flavors are. Like,
I
what
mean,
are
do
the
they-
flavors? And do you know the flavors?
But like, are they actually
Well,
flavors?
you're
or
saying
they
the
just
colors, but like, what are the flavors?
Yeah,
No, it doesn't matter because like the other
they do
flavors
taste
suck.
different. To be fair. No, what? What?
Jake asked if we've
Octopus
had
what?
the octopus gummies. I didn't even know.
Guys,
that's
if you
a
ever
thing.
heard of an octopus gummy, like, hit me up with that.
Guys,
'cause-
if you've heard of the octopus gummies, put octopus gummies in the chat right now. I need to see the octopus emojis.
Or like DM the Champion Youth Instagram with an octopus
DM,
gummy, so
yeah.
we know what this looks like, because I have no idea what that looks like.
Like blow up
at
our
all.
DMs with the octopus. emoji.
Please. So yeah, she told me about that one. Oh, you know what else? She asked me this really weird question. She was like,
What'd she ask you?
"What animal do you think you look like?"
You want me to answer that?
Yeah, like what animal do you think you look like?
Okay. You look like you look like that thing from Star Wars, the little walkie guys.
An Ewok?
Ewok. Like the little hairy guy.
What?
That's what you look like.
Yeah, not even like a real animal.
What is it then? It's not a species, it's an animal.
Okay, but like they don't exist. You know what I mean? They look like
Fine, you look like Bigfoot.
he doesn't exist
Bro,
either.
you're telling me Bigfoot does not exist.
You think Bigfoot
Have you seen
exists?
Bigfoot?
Have you?
Have you seen God? Got him.
God has worked through our lives. Bigfoot has done nothing for me, so I don't have anything to say. I don't think Bigfoot has ever existed, to be fair.
Anyways,
I mean, like-
that's okay. You want like an animal you've seen?
Yeah.
I'll probably do.
What?
I'm gonna say
Interesting.
maybe
Okay.
no. Maybe like a beaver.
A beaver.
Back to this.
Is it because of my bug teeth?
No, I'm
Is that
not.
why?
I'm
That's
just-
bogus, guys.
Like beavers are cool.
Beavers are cool.
Like they build dams.
Okay, so do people.
Can I say that? Dams. Yeah, what would I be?
Like a raccoon, kind of.
Whoa.
Like a trash panda kind of thing.
I don't know if that's an insult or a
I
compliment.
guess that's what I said. Okay, so.
Ooh, wait. I remember in middle school, I had a skater phase. I have to find this photo. You guys have to remind me to find this photo. There's a photo of me in like, it was like a raccoon beanie. And it was like super tight on my head, and I thought I was so cool with this beanie on. And my grandma would make fun of me. Yeah.
I really think you should bust that beanie back out. I
What?
think you should get that beanie back out.
Well, it's probably like long gone.
Then get it.
But like,
back.
there's a photo of me with it, and it's pretty good.
That's
That's what I'm saying.
I
remind
need
me.
to see the proof because I mean honestly, it sounds like I was right about the raccoon thing. Then, to be fair, like I did really think that, but now with this whole story,
Like, that's a good thing, though, because raccoons, like, provide for their family.
Hey,
Do they?
Just like you.
That's what I'm saying.
he said I'm a trash panda.
You said what?
I'm pretty sure they're solo animals.
No, they go in like packs, don't they?
Have you seen Over the Hedge?
I
True.
did just watch Over the Hedge.
Really?
Why? Why did you watch
Like
it?
why? That's
Okay.
weird.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say-
Jake said he's watched Over the Hedge recently, and I'm like, why? He's like, don't
Yeah.
ask why.
It's just-
I'm a little concerned, but it's okay.
yeah, I don't know why Over the Hedge is like your number one Like-
Speaking of shows,
shows.
have you seen Loki?
No,
Get
I.
out, hey. Walk out.
I'm
Get off
very
the podcast,
behind.
Mike.
Okay, so
Get off the
I'm on
podcast
like
mic right
episode
now.
3, and it's just because I'm not very motivated to watch it.
How?
Well, wait, I wasn't, and then I read a spoiler for the last episode.
Why would you do that?
No, it was like an art. It
Why
was
would
an
you
article
do that?
title, and I like read it, and I was like,
Why would you
okay,
even
now
do
I'm
that?
now because now
Like,
I'm
if
interested.
you're episode 3, why would you just?
Because I wasn't
Google
interested.
Loki?
I wasn't interested. But
Okay, let me ask you this: did you watch any of the other Marvel shows?
I did.
Which ones did you?
Because I
watch?
felt okay. So like WandaVision, I loved WandaVision.
Okay.
Falcon and Winter Soldier, I don't care about either of them. So
Yeah,
I
I
thought that
didn't
show
watch
was
that
so
one.
boring.
Yeah, I didn't like.
And then
that one.
Loki, I was like, okay, so I don't really care about Loki either. So I'm not very motivated to watch this one.
Do you hear this guy? Avery's shaking her head.
Loki,
He's just like
he's one of the best characters.
no, and plus
Loki?
I knew it was a season, like it was going to be a multiple season show. So I was like, maybe it's not going to connect into the MCU like right away. So
First off, okay, look, I wasn't like, oh, like Loki, whatever. But if you watched Endgame, you see he picks up the
yeah,
the whatever, not the stone. What was it?
The Tesseract.
Yeah, he picks up the Tesseract and then he disappears. You weren't curious, like, oh, where did he go?
I was a little curious, but I wasn't like super.
Like they literally pick off from there, and then I was like, okay, I'm sold.
Plus,
like, this is so
sorry
interesting.
that I don't know. I feel like I don't have as much time to watch shows anymore. You know what I mean?
Literally, that's all you do.
No,
You literally quote the new iCarly like all the time. You're on the new iCarly wave right now. Like, how are you gonna tell me? that?
Okay, what's your point?
Tell us about it. Tell us about it.
The new
Yeah, tell him,
iCarly,
give him a
guys.
Go into it.
Guys, if you guys, okay, I can't give him a quote because you know what?
Yeah, you
Carly
actually
curses
can.
now.
New iCarly's
Isn't that weird?
pretty bad.
Isn't it weird? But it's not bad, guys. I don't know how you
It's
guys
alright.
feel about it.
I don't
See-
like how Freddy looks.
Oh, he just never grew into that forehead. Like you can't fix
He
that
looks
one.
like a grown man baby.
Yeah, it's either his hairline went back or his forehead got bigger. I don't know which one it was, but like it didn't help with him. It didn't help. But I think it's not as good as the old iCarly,
I
but
agree.
it's almost there. It's like it
I
still
agree
makes
with
me
that.
laugh, you know? And that's all we were watching shows for, right? For if you're watching a funny show, you want to laugh. And I laughed.
But I
Like,
feel like
Gibby,
True, there's no
yeah,
Gibby.
there's no Gibby.
There's no Gibby.
There's no Sam.
But
There's no. They brought Neville back, but I was like, I don't know how I feel about Neville
Guys,
because
it's
he's
Neville,
like
like-
weird.
if your Neville was your favorite character, you have some issues.
Like Neville was good in the old.
and maybe it's a
iCarly.
good thing you're watching this right now. Because it's not okay to have Neville as your favorite character.
Yeah, no.
But
I
yeah.
was like, it's like
Tebow.
Tebow. There's no Tebow.
Okay, Tebow is just iconic.
Like, I feel like the revamp was not as good.
but when are revamps?
Like it's like, oh, it's relatable. Like, oh, they're swearing now. Like, oh, like, oh, we're like so like aware.
but when are revamps ever really that good? You know,
Mm.
like when has a show been revamped or rebooted and it's like, oh, this is just as good as it was
And
back
how was
then?
the Friends revamp?
Oh,
Was that good?
yeah,
She loved
actually,
the revamp.
It wasn't a revamp though. It was
Like,
a
what's the
reunion,
difference?
and it was because they didn't do a new episode or anything for Friends.
Talked about the-
Yeah,
Oh,
they
that's kinda lame.
reminisced. It's not lame. It brought me to tears. So please don't judge Friends.
I'm not like I love Friends. I'm just saying like I
Oh,
thought it
okay.
was a show, but
All right,
a
well, that's
second
fair.
show.
Well, no, it was
not.
just like a not a documentary kind of. They got together and they just like remembered everything, and then they also like showed a bunch of old stuff, and it was like, wow, this is cool because this happened like 20 years ago. BTS.
Well, you could just YouTube that.
Okay, well, it's not the same. Like, you could YouTube that. You could YouTube a lot of things, Kevin. You could YouTube gummy worms if you wanted. But we're not doing
Why
that.
would we do that?
Because it's National Gummy Worm Day. What? Hello. God.
It's funny.
Simple. But yeah.
Anyways.
So, friends. Speaking of friends.
Ooh!
Okay.
I didn't even plan that. I did not even plan that. Holy moly.
Speaking of friends.
Today's topic is friends.
Friendships. Anything
And I
about
did
friends.
not plan this friends transition right now.
Wow.
This is how you know God is about
God
to
is
move.
working.
God is about to move in your life, guys.
Come on.
He is real. So
Okay,
good.
continue.
Friends. What like I think we kind of asked this question last week, but what do
Did we
you
not?
look for? Like, what quality do you see in a person that makes them like
Look.
a real friend?
Yo, listen.
Oh,
I was listening.
Tell us.
I remembered, like,
there.
I think it was like 2 years ago.
okay.
There's this 21 Savage song where he's like absolutely spitting in bars, and he's like the one trait, I forgot what it was, but it was about loyalty. He's like the
Oh.
one trait you should have is loyalty,
Uh-huh.
because like even like loyalty over love or something, because like love, like you can have love,
Mhm.
but like the person can still stab you in the back
True.
even if they
True.
love you. But if you have loyalty, oh, what was it? Hold up, I had to look it up.
Okay.
It was like bars. Okay, look it up. I'd rather have loyalty than love because like,
Because
Jake's
really don't need.
Jake's spitting bars now.
yeah.
Oh.
But what was the loyalty part? He's like, you can have loyalty
Okay,
like
got you.
Oh, Andrew's on the
And-
Andrew's on the
okay,
case,
Loyalty
guys.
is an action?
loyalty is an action.
Okay, loyalty's in action. I love this. I love this like teamwork we got going on, guys.
Loyalty than love, 'cause love don't
Loyalty than love.
Okay, but there's
Oh.
more after that. Like he talks about
Andrew's cursing.
Just a feeling.
love is just a feeling.
Okay.
You love somebody.
You can love somebody and stab them in the back.
It
Wow.
don't take much to love.
It doesn't take
Doesn't-
much to
You
love.
can love somebody just by being attached.
Ooh, like you
Jeez.
can love somebody just being. Okay, but get to the loyalty part.
Loyalty's an action.
That's
Loyalty is
amazing.
an
You
action.
can love or hate me and still have my.
You
is
can
literally
love or
amazing.
hate me and still have my back.
Thank you,
Like tell me that's
Ange.
not a bar.
That's okay. That kind of speaks, you know.
Like if I want a friend, I want a friend to have loyalty.
Right.
Cause like even like if I mess up or even if like I'm a terrible friend or like 'cause,
True.
nobody's perfect.
Exactly.
But like if they have loyalty, like they still got my back, like
Exactly.
everything, regardless of what I've
Yeah.
done.
Wow.
That definitely-
Unconditional.
Unconditional.
Unconditional. That definitely makes a real one. Like if you're at your worst, are they still there? Are they still gonna be there for you?
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
you know, like
That's what I'm
there's all those like
saying.
texts are like, if you can't handle me at my worst, then you don't get me at my best.
Mm.
And you know what? That's pretty true. That's pretty true. Like we'll see a
this man a
TikTok or
mic.
something and it'll be funny, right? But
Okay.
that's pretty. There's some truth behind that. Okay, because if you're real down, real sad or something, and your friends aren't there, maybe they're not your friends, guys. Maybe not. I'm not saying they aren't. Who knows?
Okay, well, what's a
Me?
trait you'd want in a friend?
Okay, so
You can't
I
steal
think,
mine though.
Okay, I wasn't gonna chill. I last time I think I said like something like we asked around the room, and I think I said honesty, but
Yeah, you need a lot. of that.
I think I still stick by that one because like
Honesty.
I don't you don't want a fake friend, you know? Fake friends suck. You know, you don't want someone that's like, or like even if like they're pretending like they're your friend, and then like when you need them most, they're like not there. That sucks.
You used to be a fake friend to me.
Just
you
okay.
guys real friends?
No, that's
We're better friends now.
no. Here's what
But
happened.
Emmett was a fake
Here's what
friend
happened.
in my
Tell
life.
us, tell us.
Tell him. No, tell him. I want you to tell him so I could expose you right now.
He asked
many
me.
of us?
He asked me to get him a Cliff Bar because me and
Okay,
someone
you're
else.
already starting the story off wrong.
No,
You're already starting.
me
off the
and
story
someone
wrong.
else were going to get a Cliff Bar, and he asked, "Hey, get me one." And I went over, and I got
This is
some.
all incorrect.
I got two because it was me and someone else. I got two, and I was like, if I take another one, it's gonna be obvious that we kind of took them because I feel like maybe we weren't supposed to take them. Okay, so I was like, let me be sneaky about this and only just get the two because if I get the third one, it's gonna be really obvious that someone like just messed up this whole setup. So I took two, and then he's like, "Where's my Cliff Bar?" And I was like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't want it to be obvious that we just stole Cliff Bars, that I was committing a crime."
Cars from?
Don't worry about that,
Hey,
Ange.
don't worry about it. You asked too many questions.
Make sure it's at the store.
Oh no, we're not
No,
shoplifting.
we're not
Okay, we're
shoplifting.
good people.
Verification.
We're
Sorry,
good.
We're not stealing people.
Wasn't shoplifting, and then he started calling me a snake because I didn't get him that Cliff Bar.
Okay, listen.
Tell your side.
Let me tell you the real side of the story.
This is
It was a long day out. And I forgot to bring like a snack. So I was like, oh,
okay.
I love Cliff Bars. Like Cliff Bars are my favorite snack. I remember I told Vanessa, I was like, hey, like, do you have any Cliff Bars around or something? And she's like, oh no. Like I was telling her how much I loved them, and she bought me a box of Cliff Bars.
Wow.
That's a
That's
real
a real
friend.
friend.
A fake friend in this situation was Emmett, because I bumped into Emmett and some other guy, and I was
Some
like,
other
yo, like, what are you guys doing? Like, what are you guys like up to? Like, and they're like, oh, like we want to get a snack or something. I'm like, shut up. Like, I want to get a snack. Like, I want to get a Cliff Bar.
Wow.
And then they're like, oh, we want Cliff Bars now. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then, yeah, literally, it was my idea.
I don't think that's true.
Whatever. And then there was like a meeting happening where like we usually hold the Cliff Bar. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, we'll circle back. Like, I'll find another snack elsewhere. And then I ended up finding other snacks. So me as a good friend, I was like, okay, yo guys,
No.
Let me grab you a clumsy.
No.
let me get you some Oreo. Like, we have Oreos. There's some other snacks you guys can have. And then they come back. Actually, I think I see you guys walk back with Cliff Bars in their hands. And I'm
Okay.
like, wow.
No. First of all, where he said there were Oreos and stuff, there were no Oreos. Okay.
There were Oreos.
No,
You just
he
couldn't
he gave us the location, everything. He's like, guys, there's Oreos in this room. No, there weren't. There was no
There
Oreos
were
there.
Oreos.
You know what? You know what was there? Empty promises. By you. So who's the snake now?
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I
Wow.
thought. That's what I thought.
Wow, okay.
So you guys friends?
We
Yeah.
are friends now. Me
Yeah.
and Emet have gone a long way. We're shaking
We got a long
hands.
way.
For the people on
Shaking
Spotify,
hands.
we're shaking hands right now.
So
Yeah,
as I
me-
was saying,
Yeah, me and Emet have come a long way. Okay, continue with friendships.
I was just saying fake friendships kind of suck. And you know what? I think it's a skill to be able to tell when it's fake and when it's real, you know? To look for those traits like loyalty and honesty and stuff. And also like kind of just surrounding yourself with people that you know are probably like better for you, better to be around, better stuff like that. Cuz it can be like I don't know, like when I was in public school, I didn't hang out with a lot of people, but like I could tell like okay, these crowds are like not the kind of people I want to be hanging around with.
Okay.
Cuz they are like staying after school, going to the back of the school. I'm like, I don't want to know what they're doing back there. Like, I'm good. I think I'm fine just going home. Like, I think I'm good just not hanging with them.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, a good thing I didn't, because look at me now. I'm not that bad.
I also think like you have to actively find good friends.
True.
Because I remember in high school, my friends were just like my friends because of like convenience.
Right.
Like they were convenience friends because like I'd have the same classes with them, like we'd hang out,
Just made
and just
sense.
because like we were like friends in class, like doesn't mean they were like good friends.
Wow.
Because like those friends were not good friends. Like they were actually like a really bad influence to me.
Yeah.
Were they at the back of the school?
And then were they at the
Back of
back of the school like
You
that?
mean, like, back of the bus?
Like were they like hiding around the back of school like doing stuff?
Like Emmet's friends.
Oh.
Okay, they weren't my friends. Thank God.
But no, they weren't at the back of school.
Yeah.
But it's like you have to
Actively
actively find them. Like
Good.
friendships
Come on.
is like it's still a relationship.
Exactly.
Like when
Yeah.
people get married, that's a relationship, right?
Right.
Right,
That's a
right.
relationship.
It's not out of convenience. Like you actively pick that person you want to marry. Like
Exactly.
you put in the work,
Whoa.
Amen.
right? Your parents
It's a relationship.
and their kid, right? Your parents and you, that's a relationship.
It's a relationship.
Yeah.
Like your parents, maybe not by choice, but they had you, and like they're like, okay, now like I have to raise this kid. Like they actively have to raise you, like have this relationship with their child, and it's like the same thing with friendship because like as a person, like you want to surround yourself. You have to
Yeah.
actively surround yourself with people that are gonna build you up.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Yeah.
be there for you, like bring you to your purpose.
Mm.
Because if you have like a whatever friend, let's say
Right.
you're in a bad relationship, right?
Right.
And like this girl's like she's not treating you right, whatever, and it's
Heart
like
been hurt so many times.
you're heartbroken, and like you have a whatever friend. They're like, oh, like they see you happy. They're like, but they know like this person's toxic. Like they're not gonna
Right.
say anything.
Right.
But if you have like a real friend, like a friend that you actively chose, that you know that's gonna like put you in your spot, then you're like, yo, you need to cut this.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Yeah. And it's like you want to see that in other people and also see that in yourself because sometimes like you will unconsciously like be that way. You'll be like, you know, Like sometimes maybe you're gossiping about a friend. Because you know what? Been there, done that
Whoa,
many
Emet.
times, guys. Sometimes about Kevin. No, I'm just joking. I've never.
Yo,
I've
hey,
never.
yo.
I've never. But like you want to like find
Never
those.
heard of
You want to find those traits in yourself because that way, then you're a better friend to the people around you. So.
Exactly.
And then when you're actively looking for friends, people are gonna want to be your friend. They're gonna want to be around you. And you know what? Like I've noticed this in my life and in other people's lives. God will literally put people in your life at like the perfect times. And then you just have to be looking for them. Like you have to be expecting for people like to come in when you need them to. And it's like he will put like the exact right person that you need in that moment right in your life.
Yep.
And it's like if you're looking for them, they're gonna find you and you're gonna that friendship, that relationship is gonna start.
Yep.
And it's like you said, you put the work in, you know, you kind of like you plant the seed, you let it grow, and then like somewhere along the line, like that friendship is gonna be so useful. And you'll be
Yep.
like, I'm so glad I was friends with this person because they just helped me with this, or they just called me out for this, or something like that. And it's just like, wow.
Ooh, there's a verse I remember.
Verse.
There's a verse. We're gonna bring it back to the word.
Ooh.
I think it's in Hebrews. I have it in my notes, but it's better to have. Oh no, Proverbs. I lied. It's in Proverbs. It's
Ooh.
better to have a cut from a friend than a kiss from the enemy. Write that down.
write that
Everybody
down.
that's
Everybody
listening
put
to
that
this right
notes.
now, write
Put that
this
in your
down.
notes.
It's Proverbs something, but I know that's the verse, and that's just bars.
Straight
Like I'd
up.
rather have
Proverbs 27:6.
27:6. I think it's like wound. Like I'd rather
Yeah.
have a wound from a
Wounds
friend.
can be trusted, but an enemy
Wounds from a friend.
kisses.
Yeah. So it's like I'd rather have a real friend than a fake friend
Exactly.
to just like cover up my mess or whatever.
Yeah, for real. Like I'd rather have a real one call me out on something that I'm doing than have a fake one and be like, "Oh, it wasn't your fault. It's okay." Like maybe it was my fault, and maybe I need to hear that right now. You know what I mean? Like that would just
That's
mean
real.
so much more. Yeah,
That's real.
and it's like being able to take that and like make yourself better because of that. Because
Yep.
that's like a real friend would call you out on it, and then if you're a real friend, you would take that and you would be like, you know what, you're right. Like I could definitely be better in this moment, and as opposed to being like, no, you're wrong, you're stupid, get out of my face. Like,
Whoa. Whoa.
like you know
Okay.
what? Because like some people like they like you can try and like be nice and be like, hey, you know what? Maybe you weren't the best. Maybe you didn't handle the situation the best, and they'll be like, no, I did amazing.
That's true.
And it's like, well, no, you didn't, but okay, you know. So it's like,
Humility.
yeah, humility. Like, look for that in other people, and then also make sure you have it yourself. Like, humble yourself, and your
That's good,
friendships
man.
will just flourish because of that. Things will just get so much better. You know?
Hey, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. Hey,
Yeah.
so make sure you guys surround yourself with good friends.
Good friends.
Yes.
Amazing friends.
What's another point?
Oh, we said surround yourself with good friends. Look for good qualities
Good
in other
qualities.
people, and look for those good qualities in yourself.
Wow.
Dang, that's good.
And
Hope you guys are
everything will
writing
just
that
be
down right
amazing.
now.
Eat Cliff Bars.
And eat
And
Cliff
Cliff
bars. Eat
Just
lots of
don't
Cliff
share
bars.
them with Emmett because you'll eat them all.
I didn't eat them all. But anyway, jeez.
All right, Emmett, is there anything else you want to say for this great episode of that we just had?
You can be friends with us, guys.
Aww.
You guys can be friends with us.
Be our friends. We'll reach out to your leaders. We're here for you guys.
Yes.
We love you so much. Well, that's a bit of a stretch. Like, I don't know if I love you. Like, I don't know you like that. Remember, loyalty. We're loyal to you guys.
Honesty,
We're loyal
loyalty
to you
and
guys.
honesty.
We don't love you. We're loyal to you guys.
Yeah, we're
Anyways,
loyal.
that's it for today's episode. Thank you for coming out and listening to us. And we'll
guys
see you on the
later.
next one.
Next week.
Bye.
Woo!